Hi guys! Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to get your base makeup looking perfect. Before anything, you want to get your hair out of the way. Grab a cotton pad and some toner. You want to get rid of any oils or buildup on your face. Make sure you have a nice clean canvas. Now that that's done, I have dry skin, so I'm going to add some moisture back into my skin with this niacinamide watermelon serum. And just blend this in. Really massage it in all over your face and neck. Can't forget about the neck. Normally I would use sunscreen, but it's late, so I'm not going to today. Next I go in with some glow drops. My foundation is a little lighter than my skin tone right now because it is summer, so I like having these bronzing drops to really make me look a little more tan and also just more glowy and dewy for the summer. Blend that in, again making sure you cover every square inch of your face. You want to take your time with it. Makeup is an art. Have fun, relax. Next I go in with primer. I apply it all over my face and then make sure to blend it out thoroughly. In between each step, I am waiting for the previous one to dry. This way you avoid pilling or any weird textures happening on your face. If you are experiencing any weird textures, it might just be that the products you're using do not mix well together and you should switch one or the other, whichever is your least favorite. And I go in with the House Labs foundation. Ooh, I made a mess. Just blend it out, get any hairs out of the way. Make sure you put it on your ears so your ears don't look a complete different color from your face. You want most of the product focused on the center of your face and less product on the outsides of your face. And again, you want to make sure to blend it down onto your neck so everything matches. Next I go in with concealer. I use the L'Oreal Infallible. This one is a really good dupe to the Shape Tape by Tarte, which is my personal absolute favorite concealer. It looks so good. But yeah, I just put it on the high points of my face. I like to put it on my eyelids because they are very dark, so I like to neutralize them. I also put it on the edges of my nose because I have a lot of redness there, so just put it wherever you need more coverage or you want more brightness. Usually it is recommended to have two concealers, one that's closer to your foundation shade and then one that is brighter, so that way you can use it for brightening and highlighting, but then one for concealing like acne or redness and stuff like that. And just dab, 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 blend, blend, blend. Make sure you get all the products seamlessly blended. In my opinion, the key to a good base is using cream products before your powder. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I use this smaller brush to have more control of the product. And then just dab it in the area that you want to contour / bronze. Just blend out the edges. Beautiful. Contour the jawline. Jawline contour is usually the one I see the worst blend out by people, so just make sure you thoroughly blend it out and you don't have a harsh frown line under your chin. And then to the forehead, and just dabbing, blending out. Move the little hairs that are in your way and connect it to the cheekbone so it all looks seamless and not just like random splotches on your face. Beautiful. Then I go in with liquid blush. A little goes a long way usually with liquid blush, so just add 2 little dots. One on my nose, very small. And then I grab a bigger brush and just dab, dab, dab. As you can see, I did blend out the blush a little too far, so I'm going to go back with my concealer. Added 2 little dots right under my eyes for a little extra coverage. And now I blend it out, mostly concentrated under my under eye, but also downwards into the blush. And then on the sides of my nose. See the difference? Next we grab our setting powder, and I like using the powder puff. Dab the excess on the back of your hand and then set. I always start with my under eyes because that's the quickest to crease, but if it is creased, blend it out and then set it with powder. I like to set around my mouth, right here, sides of my nose, the forehead, and last but not least, under the contour, clean that up. Just kidding, last is my eyelids, and again, blending it out before setting. Next we go in with setting spray. I'm using Makeup Forever. Oops. Once the setting spray is dry and that powder has melted in, we go in with powdered bronzer. This is really gonna solidify what we already did with the cream and just blend it out even further into everything else we have, such as the blush, the forehead contour, the bake we did under, a little bit on the nose, and then with a smaller fluffy brush, a little bit under the lip, a little bit on the nose. Next is time for blush, using the Flower Nose blush and the Flower Nose blush brush, and it's in the shade Cranberry. And again, always remember that makeup will only do what you want it to do. I mean, I know sometimes it doesn't do what you want it to do, but it only does what you make it do. How about that? Play around with placement because every face is different and every vibe is different. I like to look more snatched, so I place my blush more in this area and at an angle. I do the same with my contour, following the shape of my blush, and then when I clean it up with my setting powder, I do the same. And then the slightest tap for my nose. I apply the smallest amount of blush on my lips because I like how it looks. Go back in with setting spray. Time for highlight. Grab a teeny tiny brush. Highlight my nose. I also like to highlight this part of my nose. A little bit on the bridge. Blend that out. Under my eyebrow. A little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then on the cheekbones. And setting spray again, because why not? I absolutely skipped over eyebrows, so I'm using this pencil. This is felt tip side. Perfect for little hair-like strokes. And that's my eyebrow complete. Time for the other one. Now if I was going for a full glam look, I would have done my eyebrows first and then carved them out with concealer. But I'm going for a more casual base today, so we're all done. This is my everyday base tutorial. If you want a tutorial on how to do a quick base or a full beat base, let me know down below and I'll make sure to do that for you. Also comment down below what type of content you want to see. Give this video a like and subscribe for more content.
Someone gets like?